Hello guys, welcome. Here we have a very good problem on Python which has been asked in the TCS interview. So I'm going to explain you the problem, and after the explanation part ends, you can pause the video and you can give it a try by your own. Okay, so if you stuck at somewhere, you can come and continue watching the video. So the explanation of this problem is like this. Here we have a problem. Okay, we have a problem. There is a store where it has some item numbers, the item name and the price and stock, as you can see here in the question itself. So we have the item number for the products milk, cheese, ghee and bread, and we have the price for those products here, and the stock means the number of items present in that store. So our objective here is to take two inputs from the user, and these two inputs will be the item numbers which user want to buy and the quantity of that item which a user want to buy. Okay, so based on these two inputs from the user, I have to check whether the quantity given by the user is available in the stock or not, and whether the item number given by the user is valid or not. Means let's say we have these item numbers here: 101, 102, 103, 104. So if the user enters some other item number which does not exist in this list, so that is not a valid item number. So what we have to do on these conditions? So the condition number 1 is, if the quantity is less than stock and item is available, display a notification message showing that the price, we have to calculate the price here and print INR after that. And in the output line 2, I have to print the quantity of the item left in the stock. Okay, and after that I have to print left. So let's say 20 items left, so it should print 20 left. The price is 100 INR, like this. In the condition number 2, what I have to check is whether the quantity in stock is less than the quantity entered by the user, and while placing the order, then display the message in the output 1. What we have to say, if the quantity entered by the user is more than the quantity being in the stock, so what we have to do is just print no stock and print the number of items left in the stock in that case. Okay, and if the user enters some invalid item number, means the item does not exist in the list, so in that case print invalid input. So these are the condition. I think you should give it a try before you continue watching this video. Okay, so now let's move on to the solution part. See, what we need to do here is, we need a couple of things from the list property. We should understand what is index property of list, what is a membership operator here, because of course we are going to check the membership of the item number given by the user. We need to check whether the number given by the user exists in this item number or not. So how we can do that? Using the membership operator. We need some f string concept here to print the output in the proper format, because our objective here is to print the string message in the correct format also. Okay, so let's start. What we have to do is first store all the things here. Means I'm going to copy this first, Control C, and paste here. Let's make it a proper variable name, because this is the data which we have, and I will check the membership of all the item numbers given by the user from this data. Okay, so let's make them in a proper format. So these are the variables which we have. We are not going to work with this item name. This is just for our understanding that at item number 101 we have milk, at item number 102 we have cheese. We won't work with this item name here. Okay, because the question does not demand to work with this item name variable. So these are the variables we have. Now what we have to do is take two inputs from the user. Let's say item, and the item should be in integer format, because I want user to enter the item number 101, 102 or whatever it is. So it should be of integer type, and inside integer what I want to take the input from the user, and let's print some message inside the input function here. So what the message is, enter the item number. So this message will be displayed while the user gives some input, and we want another input that would be for quantity. So the quant variable, and again this input will be of integer type. Enter the quantity, and we have taken two inputs from the user. Now what we need to do is we need to check whether this item exists in this item number or not. Okay, so what we have to do is we need some if condition here. If item in item number, okay, if that item exists in this item number database here. Okay, what we need to check now, we want first of all what we need here is, let's say user gave the item number as 103. So for that item number we have this price 500 and we have the stock quantity as 15. So what we need here is we need to check the index of this 103 member. So how we can find that? Let's store the item index first in this variable. Item number is the list, okay, list variable here. So for list we have a property called index. I hope you all understand this index property, and that's why you are solving this problem, right? So let's see. So this index function will give you the index of that particular item. So here in the item we have the item name, and we want to pass that item in the item number, and we want to pass that item to this index function. This index function will give you the index of that particular item in this list. Okay, so that index will be stored in item index. Now we will use this item index to fetch the information in price and in stock. So we are going to use this. Let's check some another condition, that is whether the quantity entered by the user is less than or equal to the quantity present in stock, like this. And in the stock, what I want to check? I want to check the stock of this particular item. Let's say user entered 103. So the stock quantity is 15, not 10, not 20. So how we are going to get this 15 number? By using the item index which we have retrieved just right now. Okay, so inside stock, use the square bracket and pass the index number which you want. Item underscore index. Okay, so this way we will get the index of that particular item. So we will get 15 here if quantity entered by the user is less than equal to stock. What we need to check now, if this is the condition, means item exists in the item number. See, the first condition is true. If the second condition is also true, what we need? Now we want to print the message, and the message should be in f string. We will be using f string here to display the result. So we will use some placeholder here, and inside the placeholder I will be converting this value into a float type, because see here, it has been asked by you that the output should be in float with precision 1, means up to 1 decimal place. So I am converting the output which will be generated here into a float type value. So what we need here, we want to multiply the quantity entered by the user, means quant, into the price, and again in the price data we want to fetch this 500. Okay, because user has entered 103, we have assumed that user has entered 103. So for that 103 we have this index number 500 here. Okay, we have the index number for this 500, that is going to be the item index, right? So I think it's done. What we need now is we need to print the INR here, INR. So the f string is complete. Now what we need, see, we need to update the stock also, because in the line 2 it has been asked by you to update the left item in the stock. So what we need to update our list also. So let's update that. How we are going to update? See, we are going to update the stock. So stock index number, pass the index number here, and the index is stored in item underscore index, right? Then equal to what we need, stock, sorry guys, here we need stock, right? Stock item underscore index, and get the element at this index, subtract the quantity entered by the user, so minus quant. So the result of this will be stored at this index in the stock list. Okay, so in place of 15 we will get some updated value. And now I want to print this. Print what I want to print. Let's convert that into f string. I want to enter the quantity left at that index. Okay, so we will be using some placeholder here, and inside this I need to print the quantity left at that index. So item underscore index, that's it. We will get the item here, and left, this is the output which we want to print. So the if condition is complete. Now if this condition fails, what does it mean? What does it mean? It means the quantity entered by the user is beyond the stock, means we don't have that much item in our stock. So what we want to print? We want to convey the message here that print no stock. Okay, and what we want? Print, I want to display the number of stock left here. So what I need here inside the print, I want to use the f string again, and inside the f string I want placeholder. I want to display the total stock left. Okay, so item underscore index, we will get some, and this is the message which we want to display on the screen. See, this is the second condition which has been asked in the question. This is the second condition. If the quantity entered by the user is more than the quantity being left in the stock. Okay, now what we want? See, if this condition failed, it means the quantity exceeds the stock limit. So we want to print this message. Now we are left with another condition here. What if the item does not exist in our item number list? It means that the item number given by the user is wrong, is invalid. So I need another else here to display this output. Print invalid input. That's it. We are done with the coding part here. Okay, that's it. Let's see, let's run this. If you are able to run this, okay, we are getting the first input here. Enter the item number, let's say 102, and enter the quantity which you want to purchase. Here see, at item number 102 we have this price 50, we have this stock as 20. So let's first enter some stock, let's say 15, which is less than the stock. So I will get the price here. See, I have got the proper value 750 Indian National Rupee INR, and we have got some float value here 0.0, because here see, we have converted that value into a float value inside this f string. Okay, so this is how we will get some output here, and see, we are getting some updated stock value. We are left with only 5 cheese item, because at item number 102 we have cheese. Okay, so we are left with 5 cheese in the stock. Now let's enter some different value. Let's enter item number 102 again, and let's enter something beyond this range, that is, let's enter 25. User want 25 cheese, but in stock we only have 20. So in this case, what should be the output? The output should be no stock, that is present in the else statement here. Okay, so we will be getting some no stock, and we will be updated with the number of items left in the stock, and we are getting that. See, we are getting output as no stock, and the number of items present in the stock, that is 20. Okay, now let's enter some item number which does not exist in our list, in our data, we can say. Okay, so let's enter something like 106. See, item number 106 is not present in our database. Okay, don't get confused with database. I mean that this is our database. This is just like a database. Okay, I am fetching that data whether this is present in our item number or not. Now 106 is not present. Enter, let's enter some quantity 5, and when we will enter this, we will get the output as invalid input, and this was our objective, of course. So this was the solution for this problem. I hope you got the clear understanding of this problem. This was a very good problem. It was easy also, but it requires you to understand, to know about the f string concept, the float, how you are going to use some casting here, the index function here to get the index of that particular item from that list, and using that index number you can fetch those corresponding values in the price and stock list. So this was it. I hope you liked it. So keep practicing, keep spreading happiness. I will meet you up in the next problem. Till then, take care. Bye bye.